What's going on, guys? It's Sean here, and I am back today to give you guys a long overdue review of the Off-White collaboration with Nike on the Zoomfly SP in the black colorway. So today's video is brought to you by Bred. So for all my Canadian brothers and sisters out there, for those of you guys who have bought sneakers internationally, you know the pain when you get that email or that bill that says you owe a ton of money for customs and duties. It's a fact that a lot of us Canadian sneakerheads have just dealt with, but Bred is trying to change the game. So Bred is a Canadian-based online marketplace where people can buy and sell sneakers with confidence without having those added charges of international shipping and duties and custom charges. As a seller, so it's pretty straightforward, so you search up the shoe that you want to sell, and you can set your price at whatever you want, but there is the lowest ask, which is the lowest price that other sellers in Canada are listing it at, or you could sell it at the highest bid, which is the highest price that someone is willing to pay for the shoe right now. Once either your price is accepted or you take the highest bid from a buyer, then you're mailed a prepaid label where you simply box up the shoes and send them over to Bred. Once Bred receives the shoes and they do a thorough check ensuring that your shoes are legit, then they ship out those shoes to the buyer and then you get your money. So it's a concept that we've probably heard of before, pretty straightforward, and as a buyer, more importantly, you have that confidence that not only are the shoes legitimate, as every single detail of the shoe, the packaging, and all that good stuff is inspected, but more importantly, the price you're paying is the price you pay, and there's no extra surprise when the shoes get delivered to your doorstep. There's also some extra dope things on their page, such as a size chart based on the shoe, an FAQ based on how to bid or ask, and then a section down below with the latest sales analytics giving you all the information you need. So as a Canadian sneakerhead that frequently buys from the US and abroad, this is something that I'm super down for. So be sure to check out Bred. I'll link their social media, their website, all that good stuff down in the description box below. So jumping straight back into the shoe, these Off-White Zoomflies released originally in late November, but then they followed up with a secondary release in mid-December. These released alongside the pink colorway, which in my opinion is arguably the worst Off-White Nike collab that has ever released. This black colorway though is much better, so huge thanks to Bred for sending me over this pair. The retail price on these guys was $170 US or $240 here in Canada. And the official colorway for this shoe is black, white, and cone. So I do have the original Off-White Zoomfly, but this one is a good change because it gives me something that I can wear a lot more without worrying too much about getting dirty or getting beat up. As you can see, the upper of this shoe is constructed using this ripstop nylon, and while it's still semi-translucent, it's done in this sort of smoky gray or black finish. Wrapping around the edge of the toe box, we have this additional fused material which gives you added durability. On the lateral side of the midfoot, we have this white colored Nike swoosh, which has a very plastic feel to it, and it's stitched onto the body of the shoe using this oversized, exaggerated black stitching. Hanging off the edge of the swoosh, we have the signature orange tab that's commonly found on the other Off-White Nike models. On the medial side of the midfoot though, we don't have a swoosh. In this case, we have the Off-White and Nike text, and this is another common element found on the Off-White Nike collection. So there's additional fuse running up the center of the shoe where the eyelets are, and then you can see the laces. So in this case, these are flat style black laces, and they have the shoelace branding on the edge in white, but they also come with a secondary pair of laces. These ones are white with orange text instead. Underneath the laces, we have your tongue. So this is a very thin and very floppy tongue constructed out of that same ripstop nylon material. And then stitched onto the lateral edge of the tongue, we have this Nike sportswear tag. Surrounding this back ankle collar area, we have additional padding in black. And then taking a look at the very back of the heel, we have this smoky gray, almost olive colored heel pull tab. Pulling out the insoles, so we have a black colored insole, and on the heel we have both the 10 and the Off-White logo in white. Hanging off the edges of the left shoe, we have the signature Off-White zip tie. This is done in this light blue color. And then we have the text that reads Off-White care of Nike, circa 2018 zip tie. So the upper of these Zoomfly SPs sits atop this full-length lunar lawn midsole that's painted entirely in black. There is a small hit of gray running from toe to heel, and this represents the carbon fiber infused nylon plate, which gives the Zoomfly that very springy and dynamic feel on feet. Underneath the heel on the lateral side, we do have the word foam written in quotations. As I turn these over to the bottom, so here we have your standard Zoomfly SP outsole. So this is entirely done in black, and we have this pentagon-shaped traction pattern found on the forefoot. So in terms of sizing, these are a little bit tricky. So if you guys have worn the regular Zoomfly SPs, for those guys I recommend going up a half size, but for the Off-White version, for some reason, these ones fit even smaller than those ones. So my feet measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and I got these in a size 11. So honestly, it's very rare, almost never that I go to a size 11, but in these guys, the size 11 even was still a little bit snug. So I would definitely recommend going a full size up from your true size, and even then it'll still give you a very nice snug fit. In comparison's sake, I have the OG colorway in a 10.5, and those ones are pretty much unwearable unless I take out the insole. So believe me when I say these guys do run small. In terms of comfort though, so the Zoomfly SP is consistently very comfortable. It's going to give you a bit of a different feel on feet because of that nylon plate inside. And because of the way the shoe is structured, how it's kind of curved, it really feels like you're rocking forward in motion. But having that full-length lunar lawn underneath your foot makes this shoe very, very comfortable, and the fact that it's very lightweight as well is an added bonus. Between these ones and the OGs, I do prefer the originals, but these ones are much better in my opinion at least than the pinks. So with all that being said, let me lace these up and I'll show you guys how these guys look on feet. You can never really go wrong with black and white shoes. And with the future of Off-White and Nike in question, we don't really know if there's going to be a ton more colorways to come. So with that said, I was super stoked to add this to the collection. And if you guys are feeling this, I wouldn't wait too long to grab your pair if you have to pay resale. These Zoomflies, if you get the sizing right, is super wearable, super comfortable, and the colorway itself is very versatile. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this Off-White Zoomfly SP in the black colorway. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a follow on Instagram at sgo8, check out my Twitter at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. Before I sign off, another huge thank you goes out to Bred for sending me over this pair. And for you guys, be sure to check them out. All their links are down in the description box below. So until next time, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.